Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. Today in this video I want to talk about Klingon, Romulan and Federation Scouts. They are not always there, but they are very helpful in grinding faction credits. So I always have a look out when I'm traveling around if I can find some. In short, those scouts are ships that are faster than the other hostiles on your screen, and they are always interceptors. So that limits a little bit the galaxy where you need to search for them. And I can show you one thing. If I click on Altanea, for example, you see under the Romulan crest which kind of ships are in there. That is the setting you see here, the default setting for the galaxy map. And that's what I'm using for that. And there I see that they are usually explorers and survey ships. And as a third, after the survey ships, it shows an interceptor. If you don't see an interceptor there is no chance to get a scout here because they don't appear in all systems, and they are not there constantly. So they just fly around for a bit in the system and then they are gone again. I just have a quick look in the system. That will be a bit tricky to find one to show you, but in the worst case I will just tell you about them. But I also got my Borg cube in a system where they often appear, and that is typical Scopely again. For new viewers, I'm not editing this out because I want to show you the real experience of the game. And if you play on an iPad, this often happens to you. Happens to me on my desktop as well, but not as often as on my iPads where I'm filming this. And this is just part of the game. I love the game. I play the game for years now, and I will continue to do so. But that's the real life experience here. And that's why some people complain, you can edit your videos. Yes, but I wanted to show you the truth. I'm not sugarcoating anything. Yeah, I'm not talking anything down, but I will also not sugarcoat anything. And so this is the way it is here. Unfortunately, here at the same time in Delmas, I don't see a scout either at the moment. The other systems around there I cannot look into. So let's have a look in Federation space again, where one of those could appear. But of course, oh, there's someone from my alliance. Who is it? Hi, Keller. He probably already killed the scout that was, if one appeared here, Keller will have gotten it, or one from another alliance. But they will just fly around, and they kinda, they always say every 15 minutes. But let's say kinda every 15 minutes. It's not guaranteed. So I've seen a lot of different stuff happening there. And is this a mixed system, or is that a purely... Yeah, that's another system where one of them could appear, but there's always action there at the moment because we are on the run up to maintenance in a few minutes. That's what I'm trying to do some videos, otherwise I wouldn't be able to finish all my work today. But everybody is kind of busy doing as much as they can. So I will take the hostiles view then to make it easier. There's another, seems to be a mixed system. Yeah, that's hard to find them in systems where there are those in general. Let's have a look here. It's just a few more seconds, otherwise I will just tell you about them. Well, that's also part of the real life game. If someone is complaining, why are you not looking until you find one and editing that out, that might take ages or not happen at all because there are other players flying around there as well. And so you need to be lucky. Usually when I'm not thinking about them, oh, finally, there is a Federation Scout. And you see on the name that there's a star. And that's how you distinguish them from normal Federation interceptors, for example. In this case, there's another thing you see. It's much faster than the other hostiles there. That's another way to distinguish them from the others. And the point is, when you destroy them, you get something that's not here in the rewards. That's just a normal loot, but something you see in your faction screen. And just look at it. The star is important and the speed of it. And in your, I have to go to the Romulans in this case because they use the Federation ones. You get those Federation messages from the Scout via a chest. So they most of the time drop a chest, not always. I had very unlucky days where they didn't drop the chest, but most of the time they usually do. And you get a certain number of Federation messages in this case. If you hunt Klingon Scouts, it will be Klingon messages. If you hunt Romulan Scouts, it will be Romulan messages. And the amount you get depends as well on the level of the Scout. And you saw the one I finally found was a 22 or 30 or something. And also depends a little bit on luck because that differs. But I just exchanged the Klingon it into Klingon credits a few days ago again, although I need a lot of them now there because of my reputation level. And for this, you get faction credits. And you see for 180 Federation messages, I get 350 Romulan credits. And with the Klingons, where I'm higher reputation level, and it depends on your reputation level, it is much more expensive, but it cost me about 2,300 messages or something. But of course, I can hunt bigger Scouts, and I get a 1,350 Klingon credits for the Romulan messages. And so this is a very nice source of getting credits, and you know that I need credits. You see I've got 116k at the moment. I need 450 for the next step of my priority list. So I'm working hard on the Klingon credits at the moment, and that's why I'm looking for Romulan Scouts as well. But you need some luck. So first of all, you have to look in systems where you can find them. That's what I've shown you already. And you see if you use the hostiles view of the map, you can see where there might appear interceptors, and that means Scouts at all. And here it's right next to Explorers. So Explorers are the normal hostiles there, and there's the chance for an interceptor. But even if no one killed it, it might be gone by now. You see the whole system is full of interceptors. No, there it still is. So nobody has seen it, but I'm too far out to kill it. So I will not be able to do it while I'm filming the video. So, but it will disappear. It will not fly here indefinitely. At some point, it will just disappear. It usually flies a good round through the system from one of those spawning points to another, and then the next, the next. And after kind of a tour around the map, it usually disappears. So it's not indefinite. And then you have to wait another 15 minutes or so that another one disappears. And there's one there for everyone. So you really need to be lucky. But there's one other chance where you can do this. If you haven't seen my video yet, I will show you that quickly, because I'm not going into that detail again because I've done the video. There are some systems that require those Delta Quadrant Borg coordinates. And one system I made a video on already is Shalika. And there, if you use the Voyager and the Voyager scanner there, you can get those Klingon, Romulan, and Federation messages as well, just as a quick reminder. If you want to see how that works, look for my video on the Delta Quadrant Borg coordinates, and you will see how it works there. That's another source for those messages. But this video is about the Scouts, and so I want to leave it at that and will not do the Voyager video again. It's already out there, so it's in the playlist, and you can have a look for it. If you have experiences with those Scouts, please let us all know what you experienced here. And as usual, if you have comments with questions or video requests, or just want to say hi and where you're from, because I know that I have players from all over the planet on watching my videos, which is really nice, then just drop a line and I'll have a look at it. But those Scouts, I sometimes neglect and sometimes just stumble upon, but they are really important for my credits. And so that's why, even though I'm here in this system, for example, to get the material for my Borg cube and to use the cutting beam in the end, this is a system where I can hunt hostiles and use the cutting beam. That's why I'm taking a little bit more time here for charging. But the other good thing about this system is that from time to time I do see a Romulan scout here, because I need Romulan messages, and I just shoot one of those whenever I see it here in that system. And so that's a win-win situation for me, because those messages are really important for the credits, and you know that faction credits are so hard to get. So look out when you see them. Get your messages so that you get your faction credits, and it will definitely help you get ship BPs or something else you need from the faction store, and credits are never a bad thing. But if you want to see another video right now, YouTube has chosen one for you and put it right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.